Bruce Smith. Feared by every quarterback who ever faced him, he could change the outcome of a game with a single play. In 1985, Bruce Smith was picked first overall by the Buffalo Bills. From that moment, his 19-year career began. He spent most of his time with the Bills and later played for the Washington Redskins. Every game, he showed strength, speed, and smart play. He became a key part of his team's defense, someone every opponent feared. Over his long career, Bruce Smith made 200 sacks, the most ever in NFL history. He also earned 11 Pro Bowl selections and 8 first-team All-Pro honors. Twice, he was the NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 1990 and 1996, and 4 times the AFC Defensive Player of the Year. Bruce Smith helped the Bills reach the Super Bowl 4 years in a row in the early 1990s. He was always consistent, recording 10 or more sacks in 13 seasons. This shows how hardworking and reliable he was on the field. In 2009, Bruce Smith was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, honoring his incredible career. He didn't just play football, he changed it. Even today, his tale inspires young players and fans around the world to give their best and chase greatness. A legend who defined what it means to be unstoppable on defense. Reggie White. Known to fans as the Minister of Defense, he was one of the most dominant defensive players in NFL history. His career spanned 15 seasons, during which he amassed an astounding 198 sacks, placing him second all-time behind only Bruce Smith. White's relentless ability to pressure quarterbacks made him a cornerstone of every defense he played for and a nightmare for opposing offenses. White's extraordinary 1987 season remains legendary. In just 12 games during the strike-shortened year, he recorded 21 sacks, a mark that still stands as one of the most impressive single-season feats in league history. His dominance on the field combined speed, strength, and unmatched technique, earning him recognition as the NFL Defensive Player of the Year twice, in 1987 and 1998. White's journey began at the University of Tennessee, where he broke records and showcased the talent that would define his professional career. He entered the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles in 1984 and quickly made his mark, transforming the team's defensive line. In 1993, he joined the Green Bay Packers, where his leadership and skill helped guide the team to a Super Bowl 31 victory. He later spent a brief period with the Carolina Panthers, continuing to influence defenses even in the twilight of his career. Off the field, White was just as impactful. As an ordained minister, he inspired countless people with his words and actions, combining his faith with his public platform. Greene, a force you couldn't ignore. On the football field, he hunted quarterbacks with unmatched intensity, turning every snap into a statement. Greene began his NFL career with the Los Angeles Rams in 1985. A 5th-round pick, he quickly proved that draft position didn't define him. He became a relentless pass rusher, building a reputation that would follow him for decades. By the time he retired, Greene had 160 career sacks, ranking him 3rd in NFL history, behind legends Bruce Smith and Reggie White. His relentless pressure redefined what it meant to be a defensive end. His years with the Pittsburgh Steelers cemented his status. In 1994, Greene led the NFL with 14 sacks and earned one of his 5 Pro Bowl selections. Every quarterback learned quickly. When Greene came at you, there was little chance to escape. Greene's fire never dimmed. In 1996, with the Carolina Panthers, he stormed back to lead the league in sacks once again. A clear message that greatness doesn't fade. Even with the San Francisco 49ers, he stayed relentless, proving that time itself couldn't slow his chase. In 2016, Greene's achievements were immortalized with his induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It was a recognition that celebrated not only his sacks, but his impact on the game and those who watched him play. A captain and paratrooper in the U.S. Army, he exemplified leadership. After retiring, he brought that same intensity to coaching, helping the Green Bay Packers win Super Bowl 45. By the way, I'm going to be posting a lot more interesting videos on the channel. I'll greatly appreciate it if you could show support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Julius Peppers. He is one of the most dominant defensive players in NFL history, combining size, speed, and power in a way few have ever matched. Over a remarkable 17-season career, Peppers recorded 159.5 sacks, ranking him 4th on the NFL's all-time career sack list, trailing only Bruce Smith, Reggie White, and Greene. From his very first snap, Peppers made an immediate impact. Selected second overall in the 2002 NFL Draft by the Carolina Panthers, he earned NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year honors and quickly established himself as a cornerstone of defensive excellence. Peppers' career took him from Carolina to Chicago and then Green Bay, leaving a trail of dominance with every team he played for. He was a 9-time Pro Bowler and 4-time first-team All-Pro, accolades that only hint at the influence he had on the field. But Peppers was more than a pass rusher. Over his career, he intercepted 11 passes, forced 52 fumbles, and recovered 21, demonstrating versatility rarely seen in a defensive lineman. Remarkably, he is the only player in NFL history with over 150 sacks and 10 interceptions, a combination that underscores his unique skill set and playmaking ability. In 2024, Julius Peppers' incredible impact on football was forever honored with his induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, a moment that secured his place among the greatest defenders in NFL history. His relentless pursuit, rare athleticism, and devotion to the game redefined what it meant to play defensive end and continue to inspire a new wave of players chasing greatness. Chris Doleman, one of the most feared defensive ends the NFL has ever seen, a name carved into the record books among the all-time sack leaders. From his very first snap, Chris Doleman attacked every play with ruthless precision, reshaping the art of chasing the quarterback. Selected 4th overall in the 1985 NFL Draft by the Minnesota Vikings, he immediately made an impact. Over a career spanning 3 teams, the Vikings, the Atlanta Falcons, and the San Francisco 49ers, Chris accumulated 150.5 sacks, ranking 5th in NFL history at the time of his retirement. His 8 Pro Bowl selections and multiple All-Pro honors tell the story of a player who dominated wherever he went. It wasn't just the numbers. Chris was known for his intensity, his work ethic, and his heart. Each snap was a display of determination, a pursuit of excellence that inspired teammates and challenged opponents. His presence on the field was unmistakable, a force both feared and respected. In 2012, Chris's legendary career reached its highest honor with his induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. In Canton, Ohio, his name found a permanent home, a powerful tribute to a man who gave everything to the game. In January 2020, the football world mourned his passing at the age of 58 after a courageous battle with cancer. The NFL paid tribute to him at Super Bowl 54, celebrating a life and career that had left an indelible mark on the sport. Chris was more than a player. He was a pioneer, a master of the sack, and a legend whose influence lives on in the record books and in the hearts of fans who witnessed his shine. Michael Strahan, a towering force in NFL history, feared by quarterbacks and respected by teammates alike, his name became synonymous with relentless pressure and game-changing plays. From the moment he joined the New York Giants in 1993, it was clear that Michael had the talent, work ethic, and determination to dominate the game. Even as a rookie, he showed glimpses of the incredible career that lay ahead. Over 15 seasons in the NFL, Strahan earned 7 Pro Bowl selections and was named to the first-team All-Pro 4 times, establishing himself as one of the league's elite defenders and a constant threat to any offense. In 2001, Strahan reached the absolute peak of his career. He recorded 22.5 sacks in a single season, setting an NFL record that still stands today. Week after week, he used his speed, strength, and intelligence to disrupt opposing offenses, making him one of the most feared players in football and a true nightmare for quarterbacks everywhere. Strahan's influence went far beyond individual statistics. He played a key role in leading the Giants to a memorable Super Bowl 42 victory in 2008, helping defeat the previously undefeated New England Patriots and cementing his legacy as not just a great player, but a champion on football's biggest stage. After retiring from football, Strahan successfully transitioned into a media career, co-hosting shows like Good Morning America and continuing to inspire millions with his presence on television. In 2014, the Pro Football Hall of Fame officially recognized his amazing career, forever immortalizing Michael Strahan as one of the NFL's all-time greats. Jason Taylor, feared by quarterbacks and respected across the league. From his very first snap, his speed, power, and instinct made one thing clear. When Taylor hit the field, no play was ever safe. He was a relentless pass rusher, a game-changing playmaker, and a true defensive nightmare for anyone trying to score. Taylor had a unique mix of strength, speed, and intelligence that made him almost impossible to stop. Over his long 15-season career, Jason Taylor recorded an impressive total of 139.5 sacks, which places him 7th all-time in NFL history. But he was not just about rushing the quarterback. Taylor had amazing instincts and incredible agility that allowed him to make big plays anywhere on the field. He returned 8 interceptions for touchdowns and scored 6 times on fumble recoveries. His incredible skill and hard work earned him the NFL Defensive Player of the Year award in 2006, recognizing him as the best defensive player in the league that season. Drafted by the Miami Dolphins in 1997, Taylor quickly became the central figure of their defense and one of the most feared defenders in the league. He also played for the Washington Redskins and the New York Jets before returning to Miami to finish his legendary career. Wherever he played, he left a lasting and unmistakable mark on the game. In 2017, Jason Taylor's amazing legacy was honored when he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame as a first-ballot selection. Today, he continues to share his knowledge and passion as a defensive line coach for the University of Miami, helping young players become the best they can be. Terrell Suggs. He is one of the most feared and respected pass rushers in NFL history. Over a remarkable 17-season career, he recorded 139 sacks, placing him among the league's all-time great defensive players. From the start, Suggs showed he was a special talent who could change games with his speed, strength, and determination. Suggs was drafted 10th overall by the Baltimore Ravens in 2003. He made an immediate impact, tying an NFL record by recording a sack in each of his first 4 games. By the end of his rookie season, he had totaled 12 sacks and earned the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. His energy and flair on the field earned him the nickname T-Sizzle, as he became a player who could turn the momentum of a game in a single snap. A 7-time Pro Bowler, Suggs' career reached its peak in 2011 when he won the NFL Defensive Player of the Year award. That season, he recorded 14 sacks, forced 7 fumbles, and intercepted 2 passes. His ability to make big plays consistently made him one of the most feared defenders in the league. Suggs also chased championships, winning 2 Super Bowls, 47 with the Ravens and 54 with the Kansas City Chiefs. Throughout his career, he made game-changing tackles, crucial sacks, and unforgettable plays. Even after retirement, his name remains a symbol of passion, toughness, and defensive excellence. Before we move on, drop a comment. Who's your favorite sack master of all time? Let's see who the real fans are in the chat. Demarcus Ware. The very mention of his name sent quarterbacks scrambling, knowing the storm was coming. Drafted 11th overall by the Dallas Cowboys in 2005, Ware immediately made his presence felt. Over 9 seasons in Dallas, he became the franchise's all-time sack leader with 117, earning 9 Pro Bowl selections and 4 first-team All-Pro honors. His combination of speed, power, and football intelligence made him a nightmare for opposing offenses. Ware wasn't just chasing quarterbacks, he was rewriting what it meant to dominate on defense. Over his career, he forced 35 fumbles and recorded 3 interceptions, showing his ability to make game-changing plays in every situation. Fans watched in awe as he stripped the ball, returned fumbles, and constantly pressured the opposition, redefining the role of a pass rusher. In 2014, Ware joined the Denver Broncos, teaming up with Von Miller to form one of the league's most feared defensive duos. Their relentless pressure on quarterbacks helped the Broncos secure a Super Bowl 50 victory over the Carolina Panthers, giving Ware the ultimate team triumph to cap his illustrious career. Over 12 seasons, Ware totaled 138.5 sacks, placing him among the NFL's all-time leaders. His consistency, leadership, and ability to change the course of a game earned him a spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2023. His legacy remains clear, a quarterback's nightmare and a true NFL legend. Richard Dent, the pass rusher who turned chaos into art. With a rare mix of speed, strength, and precision, he made quarterbacks uneasy the moment he took his stance. Dent's journey began at Tennessee State, where he honed his athleticism and developed the skills that would later define his NFL career. Despite his talent, he was drafted in the 8th round of the 1983 NFL Draft by the Chicago Bears, a pick many thought was too late for a player of his potential. Once in Chicago, Dent wasted no time proving the doubters wrong. Anchoring the Bears' defensive line, he became a cornerstone of the team's legendary 46 defense. His relentless pursuit of quarterbacks and ability to force turnovers quickly made him one of the league's most dangerous defenders. Dent's presence was felt on every down, and his teammates and fans soon recognized that the Bears had a game-changing talent on their hands. The pinnacle of Dent's career came during Super Bowl 20. In that game, he recorded 1.5 sacks and forced 2 fumbles, helping the Bears dominate the New England Patriots. His performance earned him the rare distinction of Super Bowl MVP as a defensive player, a testament to his impact on the game and his ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. Over a 14-year NFL career, Dent amassed 137.5 sacks, placing him among the all-time leaders in league history. He spent the majority of his career with the Bears, but also contributed with the San Francisco 49ers and Indianapolis Colts. Along the way, he earned 4 Pro Bowl selections and 4 All-Pro honors, solidifying his place among football's elite defenders. In 2011, Richard Dent took his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, a moment that sealed his status among the game's greats. He wasn't just a player, he was a disruptor, a sack master, and an undeniable NFL legend. John Randle. He is one of the most feared defensive tackles in NFL history. Known for his relentless energy and explosive power, he redefined what it meant to pressure the quarterback. But his path to greatness was anything but easy. Coming out of Texas A&M Kingsville, Randle went undrafted in 1990. Scouts called him too small, too raw, and too unconventional, yet he refused to let doubt define him. With determination and grit, he fought his way onto the Minnesota Vikings roster, ready to prove the world wrong. From the start, Randle made an impact that couldn't be ignored. His burst off the line and raw power wrecked offenses week after week. Over 14 seasons with the Vikings and later the Seattle Seahawks, he recorded an incredible 137.5 career sacks, ranking among the NFL's all-time leaders. In 1997, he led the league with 15.5 sacks, earning his first All-Pro recognition. He was a 7-time Pro Bowler and 6-time first-team All-Pro, establishing himself as a dominant force of the 1990s. Randle's impact extended beyond statistics. He was known for his intensity on the field and his leadership off it. His relentless work ethic inspired teammates and terrified opponents. In 2010, his career was immortalized with his induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, cementing his place among football's elite. Beyond the field, Randle has dedicated himself to mentoring young athletes through his foundation, proving that his influence reaches far beyond football. Jared Allen was one of the most feared pass rushers in NFL history. Known for his speed, power, and relentless pursuit, he ended his career with 136 sacks, placing him among the league's all-time leaders. But his journey to NFL stardom wasn't easy. Allen was drafted in the 4th round of the 2004 NFL Draft by the Kansas City Chiefs. Many overlooked him at first, but he quickly proved that he belonged on the field. During his 4 seasons with Kansas City, Allen recorded 43 sacks, showing flashes of the dominance that would define his career. His determination and work ethic earned him recognition as a rising star in the league. In 2008, Allen was traded to the Minnesota Vikings for a first-round pick, a move that would define both his career and the Vikings' defense. With Minnesota, he became a true game-changer. In 2011, Allen set a franchise record with 22 sacks in a single season, just shy of the NFL record, and forced countless turnovers. His signature sack celebration, the calf rope, became a fan favorite and a symbol of his personality on the field. After Minnesota, Allen spent brief stints with the Chicago Bears and Carolina Panthers before retiring in 2015. His career totals included 136 sacks, 32 forced fumbles, and 6 interceptions, securing his place in history as one of the NFL's elite pass rushers. In 2025, Jared Allen was honored with induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, a fitting tribute to a player whose relentless drive and passion left a permanent mark on the game. John Abraham, one of the most feared pass rushers in NFL history, with 133.5 career sacks, he ranks among the league's all-time leaders. His name became synonymous with speed, power, and relentless pursuit. Drafted 13th overall by the New York Jets in 2000, Abraham wasted no time making his mark. Even in a rookie season shortened to 6 games by injury, he recorded 4.5 sacks, showing a rare combination of explosiveness and technique. Over 6 seasons in New York, he developed into a consistent threat off the edge, earning his first Pro Bowl nod in 2002. In 2006, Abraham was traded to the Atlanta Falcons. Here, he reached the peak of his career. Over 7 seasons, he tallied 68.5 sacks, setting a franchise record. Multiple Pro Bowls and All-Pro selections followed, as Abraham dominated every offensive line he faced, altering games with his relentless pressure. Even in the final chapter of his career with the Arizona Cardinals, Abraham continued to shine. He added 11.5 sacks in 2013, proving that neither age nor experience could slow his drive. His consistency and determination left a lasting mark on every team he played for. A 5-time Pro Bowler and 3-time first-team All-Pro, John Abraham's legacy is defined by perseverance, explosive athleticism, and game-changing plays. His relentless pursuit of the quarterback ensured his place in NFL history. Von Miller's journey in the NFL is a story of talent, determination, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Born in DeSoto, Texas, Miller quickly made a name for himself in college at Texas A&M, where his explosive speed and unmatched athleticism caught the attention of scouts. In 2011, he was drafted 2nd overall by the Denver Broncos, a decision that would change the course of the franchise and Miller's life forever. From his very first game, it was clear that Miller was not an ordinary rookie. In his debut season, Miller recorded 11.5 sacks, earning the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year award. His combination of strength, agility, and instinct made quarterbacks wary every time he lined up. Over the next few years, he continued to dominate the league, consistently ranking among the top pass rushers and earning multiple Pro Bowl selections. The pinnacle of Miller's career came in Super Bowl 50. Facing the Carolina Panthers, he recorded 2.5 sacks and forced 2 fumbles, playing a decisive role in the Broncos' 24-10 victory. His performance earned him the Super Bowl MVP award, cementing his reputation as one of the greatest defensive players of his era. Over his career, Von Miller accumulated 123.5 sacks, placing him among the NFL's all-time leaders. After standout runs with the Los Angeles Rams and Buffalo Bills, Miller took his talents to the Washington Commanders, signing ahead of the 2025 season, showing the league that time hadn't dulled his skill or his impact. Lawrence Taylor, a name that instantly sends shivers through quarterbacks across NFL history. Known simply as LT, he redefined what it meant to be a linebacker. From the moment he stepped onto the field, opponents knew they were facing something entirely different. Taylor's presence was more than physical. He played with an intensity and intelligence that set him apart. Taylor's journey began at the University of North Carolina, where he showcased a rare combination of speed, strength, and instinct. In 1981, the New York Giants selected him 2nd overall in the NFL draft. Many expected him to be good, but no one anticipated the revolutionary impact he would have on the game. From his rookie season, Taylor displayed a relentless drive to pressure quarterbacks and disrupt offenses. What made Taylor extraordinary was his ability to change games single-handedly. With 132.5 official sacks, 1,088 tackles, and 9 interceptions, he terrorized opposing offenses throughout his 13-year career. He was a 10-time Pro Bowler and a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Taylor wasn't just a linebacker, he was a force of nature, blending power, speed, and precision in ways defenders had never achieved before. In 1986, Taylor's dominance reached its peak. He became only the 2nd defensive player in NFL history to win the MVP award. His impact went far beyond statistics. He changed how defense was played and how players approached the game. Inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1999, Taylor's legacy continues to inspire every aspiring defender. Leslie O'Neal, the San Diego Chargers' all-time sack leader, a quiet warrior whose impact was anything but silent. As soon as he stepped into the NFL, O'Neal showed that greatness isn't announced, it's earned. Drafted 8th overall in 1986, he wasted no time proving himself. In his rookie season, he tallied 12.5 sacks, including an unbelievable 5 in one game against the Dallas Cowboys. That performance sealed his title as the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year. O'Neal wasn't just a pass rusher, he was a nightmare for quarterbacks across the league. But his rise came to a halt when a devastating knee injury struck late in his rookie season. Many thought his career was over before it truly began. Yet, O'Neal wasn't done. After nearly 2 years of recovery, he returned to the field in 1988, stronger, hungrier, and more determined than ever. By 1992, he led the AFC with 17 sacks, silencing every doubt about his comeback. Season after season, O'Neal anchored the Chargers' defense with relentless consistency, precision, and heart. His name became synonymous with durability and dominance. Over 13 seasons, he recorded 132.5 sacks, 6 Pro Bowl selections, and 3 second-team All-Pro honors, ranking among the most productive defensive ends in NFL history. Today, Leslie O'Neal stands in the Chargers Hall of Fame, a living reminder that true legends aren't defined by setbacks, but by how they rise after them. Every sack, every tackle, every legacy. Don't miss a single one. Subscribe to the channel and join the crew that never misses history in motion. Rickey Jackson, the heart of the New Orleans Saints defense and one of the most complete linebackers the NFL has ever seen. With 128 career sacks, 6 Pro Bowls, and a Hall of Fame jacket to his name, Jackson built his career on effort, endurance, and attitude. Drafted in the second round of the 1981 NFL Draft, Jackson wasted no time proving his worth. From his rookie year, he became the foundation of a defense that would soon make history. His motor never stopped, and his presence set the tone for the entire Saints roster. Alongside Pat Swilling, Vaughn Johnson, and Sam Mills, Jackson formed the legendary Dome Patrol. Together, they became one of the greatest linebacker units in NFL history, known for speed, strength, and pure intimidation. Between 1981 and 1993, Jackson recorded 6 seasons with double-digit sacks and earned 4 first-team and 2 second-team All-Pro selections. But his toughness was tested in 1989 when a car accident left him with a broken jaw. Just weeks later, with his jaw wired shut and a custom helmet, Jackson returned to the field and still led the team in sacks. In 1994, he joined the San Francisco 49ers, where he finally earned a Super Bowl ring before retiring a year later. Rickey Jackson closed his career with 128 sacks, 1,173 tackles, and endless respect across the league. Derrick Thomas, the Kansas City Chiefs' defensive icon, who turned chaos into poetry on the football field. With 126.5 career sacks, Thomas became one of the most feared pass rushers in NFL history and the greatest in Chiefs franchise history. Drafted 4th overall in 1989 out of Alabama, Thomas made an instant impact. His rookie year was electric. 10 sacks, a Defensive Rookie of the Year award, and a promise of greatness to come. He played like a man on a mission, exploding off the edge faster than most linemen could react. Then came November 11, 1990, a date etched in NFL history. Facing the Seattle Seahawks, Derrick Thomas recorded 7 sacks in a single game, setting a record that still stands. On the final play, he missed an 8th sack by inches. That season, he finished with 20 sacks, a Chiefs record that remains untouched. Through his career, Thomas earned 9 Pro Bowls, 2 first-team All-Pro selections, and forced an incredible 45 fumbles. He wasn't just a pass rusher, he was a defensive weapon who could change the game with a single play. Off the field, he founded the Third and Long Foundation, inspiring young people to pursue education and discipline. But tragedy struck in 2000, when a car crash left him paralyzed. He passed away weeks later at only 33 years old. His number 58 jersey was retired, and in 2009, he entered the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Derrick Thomas, a legend whose fire still burns in Chiefs Kingdom. Dwight Freeney, master of the spin move. At just 6 feet 1 inch and 268 pounds, he wasn't the biggest man on the field, but few defenders struck fear into quarterbacks the way he did. His speed, his timing, and that famous spin made him one of the most dangerous edge rushers in NFL history. Drafted by the Indianapolis Colts in 2002, Freeney exploded onto the scene. In only his second season, he led the league with 16 sacks. His quickness off the line was unmatched, his bend around blockers almost impossible to stop. Over 16 seasons, Freeney recorded 125.5 career sacks and 47 forced fumbles, earning 7 Pro Bowl selections and 3 first-team All-Pro honors. And with the Colts, he became the heartbeat of their defense during the Peyton Manning era. His relentless pressure helped lead Indianapolis to victory in Super Bowl 41 against the Chicago Bears. Whenever Freeney lined up, quarterbacks felt the clock ticking faster in their heads. After his Colts years, he carried that same energy to the San Diego Chargers, Arizona Cardinals, Atlanta Falcons, and Seattle Seahawks. Even late in his career, his spin move still fooled young linemen and frustrated veterans alike. In 2024, Dwight Freeney was immortalized in Canton, inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. His 125.5 sacks place him among the top 20 in NFL history. Clay Matthews, a name that electrified Lambeau Field. Every snap carried danger for opposing quarterbacks. With 91.5 sacks, Matthews became the Green Bay Packers' all-time sack leader, setting a new defensive standard for a franchise built on toughness. Before the game, he was the underdog from USC, a walk-on who fought his way into the NFL spotlight. Drafted in the first round in 2009, Clay wasted no time making an impact. His rookie season ended with 10 sacks, still a Packers record for a first-year player. Then came 2010, the year he transformed from star to superstar. Matthews delivered 13.5 sacks, forced fumbles, and a 62-yard interception return for a touchdown. His dominance helped lead Green Bay to victory in Super Bowl 45, the team's first title in over a decade. Over 11 seasons, Matthews became the heart of the Packers' defense. He finished with 91.5 career sacks, 519 tackles, and 17 forced fumbles, earning 6 Pro Bowl selections and the respect of every offensive lineman who tried to block him. Yes, injuries slowed him later on, but his fire never faded. Clay Matthews wasn't just another pass rusher. He was a symbol of speed, power, and persistence. When number 52 charged off the edge, you knew something big was coming. Clay Matthews, the man who turned every snap into a race for greatness. From Bruce Smith's unstoppable power to Lawrence Taylor's chaos-driven brilliance, these defenders didn't just sack quarterbacks. They rewrote NFL history with every hit. Their legacies still echo through every snap today, and the next record breaker might already be rising. If you enjoyed this video, I'll be posting many more interesting videos on the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Thank you very much.